That's the end of this house.
You were shaking up. Oh yeah, by shaking. Yeah, open.
Firemen are throwing out beads.
They are?
Mardi Gras, St. Patrick.
Show us yourself! Andy too.
Oh, really?
You can smile over
Yeah, Eric.
for all love.
Yeah, Eric.
Good times smile.
Woo!
So let's smile a smile for me. When I rise smiling, it's like a morning spring. In a little Irish laughter, you can hear.
How Ireland got its name. Oh, a little bit of heaven fell from out the sky one day, and it nestled in the ocean in a spot so far away. And when the angels found it, sure it looked so sweet and fair. They said, suppose we leave it, for it looks so peaceful there. So they sprinkled it with stardust, just to make the shamrocks grow. It's the only place you'll find them, no matter where you go. And they spotted it with silver, just to make the lake so grand. Oh, and when they have it finished, what did they call it? All this Did I hear someone say more? I thought I heard someone say more. More? Okay. Kevin, come on, you gotta come up here. I think I'm gonna ask Kevin to sing Mother. Okay, 50 years ago. All right. My darling son and I will sing 50 years ago. Is that okay? Anybody want to hear that? Yes? They all sing?
50 years ago, my father left the Laren shore. He landed there, shillelagh in hand, and didn't want to pay anymore. He got a job, he got a wife, and then a family. And then he died and left his old shillelagh stick to me. Should be saying, oh, shillelagh, my father went from Iron shore. But we got nothing down again. Plenty of times he's done me to make me understand. Just saying, oh, shillelagh, my father went from Iron. Going on the police was the only thing to do. Instead of having one myself, I got it all too. If there's a fight, I'll be alright, and no one will bother me. For I will have the same shillelagh my father gave to me. No.
Now, I heard that everyone was looking forward to last year's Grand Marshal.
Whoa!
Do you remember last year's Grand Marshal who told all those jokes? He's got those same jokes for you this year. All right, and here's my darling cousin John.
Thank you. From one Grand Marshal to another. You know, every year I do this, and I always tell everybody why I do it. I know it's a Sloane Woodlock parade, but it started from my Uncle John. And I heard these jokes, probably these very same jokes from my Uncle John, and I always do them as a tribute to him. If you've ever been privileged to be on the other side of a bar when my Uncle John was serving you, sure you heard one of these. Kathleen Murphy is gently sobbing as she leans over her dying husband as he lays in bed. And her dying husband looks up and says, Kathleen, there's something I have to tell you before I die. And she says, hush now, stay there. Just you close your eyes and you go to sleep. He says, Kathleen, I have to get this off my chest before I die. And she says, well, what is it? He says, a couple weeks ago, I slept with your sister and your best friend. And she says, I know. And he looks up at her puzzled and says, you know? And she says, yes, that's why I poisoned you. There's an Irishman coming out of church. And he goes up to the priest. The priest is standing out on the steps in front of the church. So the Irishman goes up to the priest. He says, Father, that was one hell of a homily you gave. That was a damn great homily. All that crap about Jesus, I loved it. It was the best thing I ever heard. You're the bomb. That's the best damn homily I ever heard. The priest says, well, thank you, my son, but I really don't approve of your language. So the Irishman says, Father, it was the best damn homily. I loved it so much I put $5,000 in the collection plate. The priest said, no shit. Sorry about that. There's, this woman goes into the confessional. She says, bless me, Father, for I've been sinning. So the priest says, well, what are your sins, my dear child? She says, well, I've been dating 2 men. I've been dating that handsome